to remember that we were independent, but we were working under a higher power. To be as an ascetic in the desert, of course, you were probably a Christian ascetic and you're working under the laws of the church at that time or the belief system of that time. So now we are not supposed to have the higher order rule us, but divine order to rule our choices. And it's hard. We're in that. That's a lot of the chaos right now. The old age started going out in 1625, the Piscean age. The new age started to come in 1675. It hasn't been that long, and it came in fully, I believe, somewhere in the early mid 2020s. I'm not sure the date. There's argumentation about that, but we're in it now. And so it's like all of a sudden a kid gets uprooted and you're in a new school. That's what we're in. We're in a new school.
How do you share faith when our kids doubt God?
You know, I'll refer to Benjamin Creme, who was a mouthpiece for Maitreya and who's now passed, the Scottish artist. He wrote Maitreya's Mission 1, 2, and 3 and other things like that. And he mediated a meditation, transmission meditation. He's known all over the world, this specific group. And he said that you should allow, which I like, allow kids to ask questions and then address it. At a certain point, a kid will say, "So what's God?" Or "What's this?" Or "What's that?" But to inundate children with dogma and to say you're born a sinner, you're born evil, or you have to dress a certain way or be a certain way or God is not going to like you, that's evil. That's child abuse. And then it becomes adult abuse. So I think there is a bottom line there, and it has to be a personal thing with families. Opportunity to evolve their neurology enough to be in their body at about age 9, 11, to where they're going to start asking things like that. Now, some kids are way beyond their years, and some kids won't ever ask that stuff. So what do? I don't know. I didn't have children. I don't have an answer for that. But I think that kids are happier and more balanced if they can learn on their own. They will learn from nature. They will learn from watching their parents. They'll learn now from media. They'll learn from each other. Is it good? All of it? No, it's not. But welcome to Earth. It's not all good. So I think these structures can be very damaging, but they can be very helping. It depends on what you grew up with. I grew up, even though I'm not Jewish, I was adopted. I grew up, as y'all know, in the Reformed Jewish community of Birmingham. Temple Emmanuel, Rabbi Grafman, Dad was on the board. He was always sitting on the pulpit. Reformed Judaism was very kind and very loving and very supportive. There was the Oneg Shabbat every Friday night after temple. You go downstairs and eat copious amounts of chocolate. Oh my God. They're just such wonderful cooks. I taught Sunday schools and Saturday school. I loved it. I loved the spirituality. Not once was I told I was evil or I was sinful or God hated me. It was the gift that I was given. Now my nannies that raised me taught me about Christ. And I don't call myself a Christian because I'm so many different things, but my belief in the Trinity is certainly there. So I got it from both sides, but I didn't get any negativity. My brother and I joked that when we went to school, we thought the devil they were talking about was the Tasmanian devil in Disney. So we didn't know. So we were very blessed not to be programmed and dogmatized in that way. But in what the Benjamin Creme work says is you really have to get out of these damaging dogmas at an early age to leave that part of your religion at an early age. Otherwise, you may never get out of it. You're programmed, and it will take a huge effort to do that. Am I right? I don't know. I don't know. But those are things that I go on that right now sound best to me.